Hello, hello! It's Speak Now 1, lesson 24. We're having this lesson here. It is 24 part A. Your phone is so cool. And in this lesson, we're talking about features. How we describe feature or characteristics. Features or characteristics in English. And we have these qualities in this. We had these qualities in the first exercise last lesson. Write the opposite of each word. And we had this list here. And we had, for example, heavy. Heavy is the opposite of light. Cheap, the opposite of expensive. Large. Large is the opposite of small. Bright, dark. Fast, slow. Thick is thin. Wide, narrow. Noisy, como o caminhão que passou agora. And quiet. Well, these were the words. And we have an exercise about this, or basically two exercises on that. We have this list here. And it isn't only to talk about opposites, but to spot the word that doesn't belong to the list. Look, which word is different? Circle it. Circle it. In class, with a partner, talk about why it is different. Well, heavy, thick, and light. Well, heavy and light are opposites. Heavy, oh, light. But thick is just like minha vitamina. That is thick. Ela é espessa. Ah, não, mas você quer dizer que ela é grossa. Okay. For example, a wood door is usually thick. Right? And, well, this is it. And we have to go to the other ones. Why don't you pause the video? You know that, right? And then you do the exercise, spotting the words that is different. Then you do the exercise, then you play again. All right? Have you done? So let's go and see. Fast, slow, thin. Fast, slow. Thin, thin. Like a glass door is usually thin compared to a wooden door. Uma porta de madeira, uma porta de vidro. Quiet, cheap, expensive. Quiet is the odd one, right? The different one. Because cheap is about not expensive, not a lot of money. For example, if you buy a small chocolate, it's cheap. But if you buy bolo Floresta Negra, todo recheado, coberto, cereja no topo, it's expensive, right? Se bem que qual que é a noção de caro e barato, né? Às vezes a coisa custa muito dinheiro, mas foi barata. Outra coisa custou pouco dinheiro, mas foi caro em relação ao que apresenta ou oferece. Noisy. Noisy, quiet, wide. Wide, narrow. Noisy. Quiet. Well, these are the words, so wide is the different. Dark, narrow, wide. Now wide, narrow. For example, a wide corridor, a narrow corridor. And we have here dark. Okay, the corridor can be dark, right? If you turn off the light. But here we're not talking about light, only here. Thin, thick, bright. Aha, bright is the opposite of dark. But thin, fininho, and thick, espesso. Or thick, thin. Let me see. This pencil is thin. This pen is thick. Look how it is thick. Small, noisy, large. Large. A large house with 5 rooms. A small apartment with only 1 room. You see the difference? And noisy, okay, a house or a flat can be noisy if people are playing music very loudly, for example. Dark, narrow, bright. As we talked before, they're connected because they are opposites, but narrow doesn't have anything to do with that. Well, if there's a narrow passage for the light, sunlight, there won't be a lot of light inside, so there will be little light, and then it would be dark. Okay, dark and bright are the opposites here, because bright is when you have a lot of light, for example in the room. What do we have to do in part 2? In part 2 we have to see here, what can you describe with the words in part 1? We can describe electronics, put them in the diagram, and let's talk later about that. So what do you have to do? You have to put these words, they are 16 words basically, and you should like describe these 3 things: electronics, furniture, and places. Furniture, mobilia, right? Mobilia. So we have to write here. And again, please pause the video, do the exercise, and then you can play and see if you agree with me or not. But for example, look, are there qualities that are only for electronics, and for electronics and furniture, and for places and furniture, places and electronics, and for all the things? What would you say for all the things? I think that cheap, expensive, small, large, it can be a large place, it can be a large sofa, a large radio, large TV. If it can be large, it can be small. Small, oops, what color is it? Aha, okay. And it can be small, it can be large, it can be heavy, no, it can be small, large, cheap, expensive, is low, no, right? I wouldn't say that. But electronics could be thick or thin. Well, a door could be also thin or thick. So I would say that it could be here. Thin, thick. It could be heavy or light. I would say that. And are there descriptions only for electronics? Fast and slow. Fast. Yes, a car, an electric car, we say. But other things, electronics, a computer can be fast or slow. Fast and slow, for example. Let's see, electronics and places can be quiet and noisy. For example, that radio can be noisy. A place can be noisy. Noisy, quiet. Well, imagine furniture. There are some chairs that you sit and it's and some others are silent. You can say that, but basically we don't think of furniture as quiet or noisy, right? Are there things that qualities or features that can go for furniture and places? Dark, for example. A dark sofa, a dark place. Bright sofa. I wouldn't say that. But why not? I don't know. I wouldn't say that. Places. Wide, narrow. A wide door. A narrow door. Well, we are talking about the passage, right? I would connect that to place instead of furniture. Wide, narrow. It's such a wide corridor. That kitchen is a bit narrow. You can't be like 4 people walking in the kitchen because you're going to bump into each other. That new computer is really fast. My old one was so slow. Yes, that TV can be noisy. But the alarm of my mobile phone is so quiet that sometimes I don't wake up at the time I should. I have already slept in small sofas, but a large sofa is much more comfortable. Large bed is even better, right? But stylish furniture is really expensive. But you can buy one of those chairs that people take to the beach. They are cheap. Do you prefer dark furniture or not? Or something that is like white, beige? What do you prefer? Now there's a line of fridges that are black. Would you have a black fridge in your kitchen? Heavy. Do you prefer heavy furniture made of wood or something light that you can carry anywhere easily? Well, usually husbands have to carry this. The wife is put it there. No, I don't like it. So put that the other side. And the husband is doing that. And it's okay. Well, this was the practice. We talked about these words and I hope you liked. And I hope we see each other in the next lesson. Please do the exercise and send it to me if you're my student. And if you aren't, please, if you liked the video, hit the like button. Okay? And see you soon. Bye bye.